The Toronto skyline gleaming in the dark night sky. We're in the place they call the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario, the home of the Raptors, where we're broadcasting live. Raptors make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. They like their chances, but this could be a tough game for them, facing up against a talented roster.
Let's go.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Williams, and it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. On the floor for Sacramento, Gay and Landry are the forward pair. McLemore is out there with Collison, and it's Hollins in at the three at the center, locking down the middle. Gay kicks to Collison. 6 to shoot. Gay drives in. Tries it from 19. And that one is back iron.
Rudy Gay traded twice in the last couple of seasons.
Hansbrough's checked in for the Raptors. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying. To the team. He said their plan was run their offense through the bodyguard. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. He mentioned one more thing, which was that he'd like them to get out and run whenever they get their hands on the ball. Let's play this game at top speed. Those were his exact words. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And for Gay, traded from the Raptors to the Kings in December. Really, he had one of his best seasons once he was in Sacramento.
That gives them the lead.
And the bodyguard has everything under control.
1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. Vasquez passes to DeRozan. There's the pick. Guys in Sacramento, Rudy Gay shooting well and passing better. And Steve, for the season, did a good job of getting to the line.
Yeah, and I think he might have read some of his critics in terms of his game. He's been picked apart in terms of his shot selection and that sort of thing. So, you know, that efficiency was exactly what a lot of people have been clamoring for.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean, we see him upping his scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence. He's becoming more efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
Hansbrough setting the pick for DeRozan. Hansbrough inside. Johnson wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And guys, when you look at DeRozan, where can he take the next step?
Well, he has the physical tools to be an elite perimeter defender. He's made strides, definitely, but you know, he has the potential, I think, to be even better than what he is right now.
Nice shot by Evans.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Vasquez kicks to DeRozan. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. That's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Caspi dishes to Thompson. Caspi passes to Ford. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Raptors lead by 1.
On Tap Friday.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Vasquez in for Williams. On the court for Sacramento. Ford, he's in at point guard. Caspi is out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Ray McCallum. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot.
The Kings, one of the youngest teams in the league. They're trying to build through the draft, but with mixed results over the last couple of seasons. Marcus Cousins, the only player who's truly distinguished himself as a significant building block, giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Lowry kicks to Vasquez from downtown. Thompson with the rebound. And the Kings, Clark, over the last 5 years, drafting in that 5 to 7 range. They took Cousins, traded down, remember, for Jimmer Fredette, and then Thomas Robinson out of Kansas, another Jayhawk in 13, Ben McLemore.
Yeah, McLemore struggled a bit in his rookie season. Aside from Cousins, not the difference makers you'd hope for it to this point. We'll see if this year's any different.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other area that's really been strong for them tonight is their ability to get to the free throw line, finding easy points.
Here's Ford. Misses the wing J. Raptors leading by 5.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
Ford against Lowry. Rejected by Ford. Well, it wasn't the dream debut that he had wanted for himself, Clark, in his first NBA game. But nobody has a perfect debut.
That's true. I remember my first game as an NBAer. It was awful. He did look a bit overwhelmed at times, but the team was able to get the win, so that's something positive that he can take away from it all.
Lowry against Ford. Lowry drives in, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Carl Landry. For Toronto, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And their success rate from the stripe this season, about 77%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Well, I'm sure he'd like to have that one back, but making it a 2-possession game was the key, and he got that done.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. The Raptors out in front, leading by 4.
Thanks, Kev. Coach.
All right, fellas. Still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. I like how many points we were.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half will get back.
It's go.
Raptors. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry.
Carl Landry out of Purdue, 6'9" power forward. Gifted low post scorer and offensive rebounder, but his lack of reach does limit him defensively at times.
Vasquez and DeRozan are in the backcourt. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Johnson. And it's Patterson in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Sacramento making a switch here. Ford's checked in. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through the bodyguard. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the 4th quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Really left alone that time. And Clark, for Landry, his relatively short-standing reach sometimes leaves him at a disadvantage defensively and on the boards, but he certainly competes.
And you can make up for a lack of size with a heart that doesn't give up, and he's got that. I mean, he's tenacious, he's persistent, he's strong, and he's tough-minded. So I don't worry about him being undersized. He can go.
Here's Ford. His 3-point. Off the mark. Raptors leading by 13. Here's DeRozan, and he gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 13 points.
And defensively, guys, they've lost something since halftime. I mean, they've given up open looks. They've got to buckle down and get some stops here. Play with some urgency.
Now, here is Ford. He's covered closely.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. That drops.
Now, halftime was exactly what they needed, as they have shot the ball much better coming out of the break.
Yeah, they have looked a lot better this half. I don't know what it was. Perhaps they changed the rims, unbeknownst to us, but something changed.
And here's Patterson. 17-point lead, their biggest. They get it back. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's good from Johnson. So both teams
Pick it up out there.
I could use some help.
checked in for Toronto. Williams comes in for Patrick Patterson. Sacramento also making some changes. Hollins is checked in, and Carl Landry is subbed in for Reggie Evans. On the court right now for the Kings, Gay and Landry are the forward pair. Collison is out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Hollins in at the 3 at the 5, roaming the bench. Some changes for Toronto. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Johnson. Landry Fields comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Stauskas is checked in for Sacramento. The bodyguard comes in for Darren Collison. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through the bodyguard. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense, lots of shots, and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. That's good.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams. That's just a flat frustration foul right there.
Boy, down like they are, he just took it out on his opponent. I mean, you've got to keep your composure. I don't think that...
Williams checked in for Sacramento. Ray McCallum comes in for Darren Collison. Landry, a screen on Lowry. Here's McCallum. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And Steve, you mentioned the apron advertising. It's only being allowed for locally broadcast games.
And I think that makes sense, Kevin. Viewers probably see it more than they would see stitching on a player's jersey. And I think keeping the ads off the court and the players is a good line to draw.
Some changes for Sacramento. Hollins is checked in, and the bodyguards subbed in for McCallum. Raptors leading by 23. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Patterson setting the pick for DeRozan. To the left wing. Valanciunas passes to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lowry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Ford kicks to McLemore. The pass to Ford. From deep. Toronto grabs the miss. Now here is Lowry.
Well, dealing with travel, one of the challenges you face as an NBA player. It's amazing just how much easier it's gotten, Clark. I know you and I both played in an era early on where there was commercial travel. Now everybody charters and flies out immediately after a game. You've got legroom, you've got catered meals, so you get more sleep, you get more rest. I think it's had a huge impact on the way NBA teams do business and just the quality of play in general.
Raptors moving the ball around. Valanciunas, good.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for Toronto.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
You know, they wanted this win badly, guys. A loss would have meant a sweep in the season series.
I agree. They did not want that to happen. Even against opponents outside your conference, who you only see twice a year, getting swept is not a good feeling.
And you see the contributions from the role players on the team, and boy, what a game it was for Kyle Lowry. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
That's good. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They've worked hard tonight in crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Lowry gets double-teamed. Patterson dishes to Lowry. That is good.
Thrown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Well, it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
Now Vasquez. And so Toronto.
Kyle, congrats.
Ugly. Man, ugly doesn't even begin to describe what happened out there.
What would you call it?
Sorry, pathetic, garbage, embarrassing.
Just gotta let it go. Get back at it tomorrow. Study some film, see what...
Good idea. The quicker we get back out there, the quicker we can leave this nightmare behind us. Let's hit it.